Hey, I'm Dr. David Krohse, and I just wanted to jump on here, share with you about the purple Smurf test, what it has to do with our health and what it has to do with our philosophy of care over at Moines Chiropractic. And so I first learned about the purple Smurf test. It was probably back in 2012, but the sweetest older lady came in. I want you just to picture like the sweetest little grandma that you know, one that you just want to hug in like the first 10 seconds that you meet them. That was this lady. But she was in a pickle. She shared that her entire leg was feeling like a stump. So the muscles didn't work. She couldn't feel it. She was having to walk with a cane. And so she shared that she had gone up to the Mayo Clinic, which if you aren't familiar with the Mayo Clinic, it's just up in Rochester, but it's built the best reputation in the world as far as healthcare based on a very simple philosophy. Their philosophy is they don't guess, they test. And so if you show up there, you're dealing with a problem, they're going to figure out any tests that they think might help them know what's going on, and they'll run you through all of them in like just a day or two. And so she shared that she went through this whole series of tests, but she said the absolute worst was the purple Smurf test. And I remember I just said, well, what the heck is that? So she shared that the purple Smurf test is a test of whether that leg was sweating like it should. And so she shared that with this test, they made her strip down to her underwear. Then they covered her in this gold powder for like everything from the head down, and made her climb into this glass chamber that for all practical purposes was like an oven. They closed the door on her and they start to crank up the temperature. And she said there were these lab technicians and doctors sitting right outside the chamber watching her body as she laid there mostly naked, covered in this gold powder. The way the test works is if the body part sweats like it should, it's going to turn this bright purple color. If it doesn't sweat, like if that leg didn't sweat like it should, then it would stay gold. And I remember she just said, it was the worst, most humiliating moment of my life. So what can we learn from the purple Smurf test? Well, first, the nerves control everything. This is something I say on a bunch of my videos, but the nerves in your low back control everything down your legs. So muscle function, sensation, they also control your sweating. Those same nerves that come out of your low back also have bowel, bladder, sexual function. Nerves in the lower neck control everything down the arms, shoulders, sensation in the hands. They also have thyroid function. And upper neck has these nerves that if they're pinched, they can cause headaches. They also control your body's ability to relax, digest food. They also control your immune response. So your nerves control everything. If they're pinched at the spine, they can mess up more than just causing pain or giving you decreased function in a muscle, right? It's everything. Okay, so the second thing, we are definitely not the Mayo Clinic, and we'll never do the purple Smurf test on you. But we do follow that same philosophy they do, that philosophy that they say, we don't guess, we test. So what does that mean at Moines Chiropractic? That means if you show up in our office and you've got, let's say, a shoulder problem or your hand's not feeling right, you got some numbness, I can roll through and check 20 muscle checks in that arm in like 90 seconds. Let's get them checked. You know, if you have hip problems and sciatica or a knee problem, I can check 20 muscles in your legs in 90 seconds. Let's check them. I'll put some videos of those checks down below. You can see how quick I can check those things. Let's say you come in with a neck problem or a low back problem. You know, most medical imaging, x-rays, MRIs, CAT scans, they only check how the bones and the structures look. I learned to do something called a motion study, where we get an image of your neck, tilted backwards, one tilted forward. We can see if the 8 bones that should move in your neck, are they moving or are some of them stuck, and that those stuck bones are creating swelling, putting pressure on the nerves, giving you the symptoms. The same in the low back. Let's not guess. Let's check, let's test, let's figure out how things are working. So listen, you know, if you're out there and you're putting up with symptoms, back pain, neck pain, headaches, symptoms down an arm or a leg, and you know, maybe it's keeping you from being able to do or enjoy your work, or you can't do your exercise and get as fit as you want to be. Maybe you can't do your activities around the house. You know, the thought of shoveling snow again or mowing in the summer or even just doing the dishes, you're like, this is gonna mess things up. Or maybe you feel like you can't plan travel. You know, you're scared to book a trip because you're like, what if as soon as we take off, you know, I start to have these terrible headaches and my trip is ruined. And you know, if you're out there feeling trapped, I want you to invite you to click the link below, fill out the form, give us a call. Let's get you down for a workup. I'm calling this one the Avoid Purple Smurf workup because we want to get things better before it gets to a crisis. You know, that does kind of bring me up to my last point, and that's that there's nothing worse as a healthcare provider when we have to tell people it's too late. It's too late for us to help them. But I'm going to be honest with you. If you have a problem down an arm or a leg and it's bad enough that you've been up to the Mayo Clinic and you've had the purple Smurf test done, you know, it's probably too late for me to help you as a chiropractor. And so if you're out there and you're putting up with some symptoms, you know, let's not guess, let's test, let's figure out what's going on, let's get it fixed up, let's go over the strategies where you can keep it healthier for the long term so that you can avoid the purple Smurf test. So my name is David Krohse. Again, my office is Compass Chiropractic. My little sidekick here, my best buddy is Sage. She's all excited about deer today. And thanks for spending a few minutes with us and learning more about your health and how your body works. So again, click the link, fill out the form, give us a call. Thanks.